Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Arcade Treasure Center. Well, how has everybody been doing? And yes, it's been a little bit since I made some videos because I'll tell you the story about what was going on in my life over the last couple of weeks. But we are burning the midnight oil. For you, it might be daytime or evening time, but for me, it is literally burning the midnight oil. And I'll show you that it says 1:44 a.m. So I decided I couldn't really sleep. I've been working all day, listing items, going through stuff, trying to get rid of behind this board back here, items that are back there, clearing it out so I can put them onto the bins where they need to be. And it's just been something I've been doing all day. So my mind is kind of wired up. Do you ever get like that where you're tired, but you're not tired because your mind is just racing and running? Well, that's the way mine is tonight. So I thought, well, I've got 7 items that sold today. I thought I'd just go ahead and pull those items and talk about them in this video. And I'll explain to you why I haven't been making any videos for the last couple of weeks. And it hadn't been because I've been ignoring you all. It's just because I've had some things going on. So let's go ahead and pull the first item, which is going to be down here in this bin. So it is heading towards Q4 and heading towards Christmas time, so now's a good time to start looking for Halloween stuff. If you haven't got it out yet, start go ahead and look and get Halloween stuff listed, and Christmas stuff is right there. And this is a Disney Princess Barbie, or excuse me, not Disney, Hallmark Barbie ornament from the year 2000, brand new, still in the package, and this sold for $22. So what have I been up to, and why haven't I been doing anything for the last couple weeks? Well, let me explain. I have been in the hospital for, I was in the hospital for about 4 days. Nothing tragic, so don't panic, don't worry or anything like that. But for me, I was a little worried. I mean, because, you know, whenever you got to go to the hospital, you're always worried a little bit. Well, I spent 4 days in the hospital because I've got a bad thyroid, and it was giving me chest palpitations. But this was a little bit different. I usually get chest palpitations from my thyroid, and if you have thyroid problems or know anybody that has a thyroid problem or ever had it removed, you know the little discomfort feeling you can get from palpitations. So I was experiencing that, but it was a lot different. It was going up my neck, and I was getting kind of, I don't know the terminology, how I was feeling. I just know it was wrong. So I went to the emergency room, and they decided to go ahead and admit me and start running some tests. So let me go ahead and get the next item and we'll talk about it. What else happened? Oh, okay. So this is a Philippe Lafrance copper pan. This little copper pan is an 8-inch skillet is what it is. It's got a brass handle, stainless steel on the inside, copper on the outside. And this is actually going to, I think, Kara, and that's Poshbird. Check out her store. I'll probably put something up here or a description down below in this video so you can check it out at the end. Anyway, oh, and what did she pay for that? I forgot. I saw it, but I forgot. She paid $18.99 plus shipping. So I really appreciate it, Kara. Like I said, I'll put your little store up here somewhere. So back to where I was at and talking about going to the hospital and all that stuff. And actually what I need to get next is behind this. So I'm going to go ahead and move this out of the way. Y'all don't mind if I move this, do you? Let me set the camera down. What I liked about this thing is I can just easily move this and put it up. So we don't need this anymore. So we'll just go ahead and get this out of the way. All right. So the next item we sold is going to be out of this AA bin. As you can see, I've been going and clearing this stuff out. This whole shelf now is listed, except for a few things up here. This is all listed stuff now. So what I'm getting out of here, what am I getting here? Medical compression site. So it's going to be a package. Now I can't reach it. Oh. All right, let's get in here. All right, there we go. Okay, Jobst medical compression stockings. You can see I have a couple boxes in there. Well, these, am I blinding you with all these lights all around? All right, we'll just spin around a little bit. So these are Jobst, J-O-B-S-T, Jobst medical compression stockings. And of course it shows the lady over there, but it can be worn by a man or lady because they're compression stockings, and it's made to go on the legs. Another medical device. but it's not prescription, so you can sell these. And this is items I picked up a while back. I don't remember what I paid for them, but I'm selling these at $20 a piece, and that's what this one sold for. So really good there. Put that, just set that right there. While we look at the next thing we got to pull, in case you're wondering, we got $170 worth of sales going out. Got some dishes going out, so we get these right here. All right, so back to what I was saying. So I spent time in the hospital. Tell me, have you been in the hospital and you felt like you didn't need to be there? Well, that's how I was for 4 days. They kept coming in. They don't let you sleep. They just come in and run all the kinds of tests, every kind of test. If they need to take you to somewhere to run some more tests, that's what they do. They draw blood. They were drawing blood and taking my blood pressure and doing everything, and they kept taking it out of the same arm. And so I bet they must have taken, I think they took out vials of blood 2 to 3 times a day for 4 days out of the same left arm. And I had an IV in this hand as well. So, I mean, this whole arm is just weak feeling. All right, so let's see. Sold these right here. These are some Corel dishes. They're 10.5-inch dishes. There's 4 of them. And these sold for $28. So that was a good sale too. Anyway, madness to say, out of the whole time, out of the hospital, all this rambling that I'm doing is that I feel much better. They got my medication under control. Everything is a lot better. And yeah, I don't have to go back and do that again. You have to look and see what the next thing I sold was. Got some dishes. So some more dishes, some more Corels. Might as well get them too while we're there, right? F2 square dishes. Yeah. All right, so we've got some dinner plates. So tell me about your experiences about going to the hospital, and tell me what your thoughts are. So I sold these little Corel plates here. These are small ones. These are the dessert plates, 6-inch plates. There's 4 of them there, and these sold for $25. And as you can see, I had a set of Corel dishes and stuff that I picked up, and I've been listing them as a set of 4. I've bought everything, and they're all selling. So Corel is a really good brand to get. If you find Corel dishes, they sell really, really good. All right, so the next one is right here. It's M3, and it's this right here. And this is a brand new Motorola radio holder with belt clip. Goes on your belt. And this sold for, what did this sell for? $22. So pretty good item there. I think this was something I picked up for $1 at the thrift shop, so that was a good find. All right, and the 7th item that sold is over here, and it is back here in the back. And I don't know if you can see it back there. I can see it. It's this right here. And what this is a little router. It is from, I didn't drop it. It's from Eris, and basically it's a Time Warner cable router box. Still bright new in the packaging. Now I'm going to give you a little hint. You cannot sell anything that is a Time Warner cable, Comcast. Think about the whatever is in your area, because I don't know what's all around the United States or whatever, but whatever brand name cable company is in your area, and you happen to come across a router box that belongs to them, you cannot list it and sell it with their company brand name, or you'll get a Vero on eBay. However, as you can see, I think you see the packaging, this says Eris, and Eris is a legal name for a router box to sell. Basically, they all have got names that none of them will say, like Time Warner Cable or Comcast or Spectrum, or you know what I'm saying, all those other names, but you can sell them like this, just router box. So this one was a really good one. I'm going to set it down right here, and this sold for $30. So that was my 7 items going out. All right, it's getting a little noisy because my air conditioner kicked on, so it's time to get out of this room, and we're just going to take all these items and put them in here. And this is my wrapping and shipping table. And when I told you it was dark outside, the garage door is open, it's dark outside. I told you it's late in the morning. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and continue getting all these items, sticking on the table so I can start wrapping them up and getting ready to ship them out. All right, so now I've got all the items brought in here. This is what I use as my wrapping and shipping room now. It's my old garage. And I actually, to be honest with you, I actually made a video yesterday, which was my first video, the one you didn't see, so I'm calling this one my first video after getting out of the hospital. I was kind of out of sorts from coming back and trying to get a video going and doing sales and so forth. It would look like this. All right, so the buyer had $27 all in on that. And I did sell another item over here, so which is back down there. I gotta go down there and get that item. So let's see if I can grab it for you. It's this right here. Now it's already boxed up and sealed up. And what this is a Lucky Elephants clock and candle holders. I'll show you a picture. But the buyer has $43 all in on this. So that was pretty good. And still working on cleaning up my little area here in the garage area. So since we moved a lot of the stuff from out there in here, but yeah, it's a work in progress. I don't know when I'll get it done, but it's a work in progress. So I sold some pencils, some college university pencils. I've said before in a video, it was a long while back, that I sold some pencils. If you've got pencils that you find, old ones that have never been sharpened, even sharpened ones are okay, but if you can find some older ones, people buy that stuff. So here, this is really, really good. I've got these. There's a package of 60 pencils right there. These are, you can see, I don't know if you see it, Penn State, there's Carolina, there's the Georgia Bulldogs, West Virginia, just University of North Carolina. I mean, just all kinds of pencils, unsharpened, not used. And yeah, this was really good. So I had this listed and a buyer bought it for $25 plus shipping. Not bad for some pencils, I'm telling you. Especially like when you can pick them up at garage sales, thrift shops, random places. You come across them. Well, I came across several different times. I came across university pencils along with other pencils. And I took the university pencils, college pencils is what I would say, and I lighted them all together. And it was so simple. I've been selling these kind of things like this. Pencils sell. $25 plus shipping. Amazing. All right, and then the last item was a Pampered Chef bowl. And that is over here. So, and it's back there. And it's, oh, don't break it, don't break it. Okay, there we go. Woo, that was close. Okay, so this is the Pampered Chef bowl, and it says Pampered Chef on the bottom. Pampered Chef stuff. Some of it's worth some money. I mean, all Pampered Chef stuff is really worth money, but it depends on the condition and how popular it is. So this Pampered Chef bowl was one that I picked up along with a pie plate at a thrift shop. They were $2 each, and I sold the pie plate already. Now I've sold the bowl. The buyer's got $29 all in on this. All right, let me get those wrapped up. So I've had several people asking me about doing a video of wrapping and shipping to show how I do things, because everybody does stuff a little bit different. We all have our basic stuff. You know, if you've got a box that's a little, what is this, 8x6x4 box or something like that, or some simple little poly bag boxes. I mean, we all wrap things up, stick them in there and mail them off. But there's some items that people want to know, how do I do it versus maybe how do you do it, or how do other people. And one of the things I did the other day or yesterday when I was making a video that didn't work out too good is I did make a video showing this stuff here. And what this is called Instant Pack, and it's just instant air. It's basically quick foam. It surrounds like glass and packages. In fact, I might even use it on one of these dishes right here just to show you how it's done. But I did do one. Let me look at the video from yesterday and see if any of that worked, and if it did, I'll show you that one. All right, so I put bubble wrap around that bowl. Now, another thing I like to do, of course, you can always insert your little thank you card, business card, paper, invoice, or whatever it is you want to do, and I'll just stick that right there. But one thing I love this stretch wrap. I get this at Walmart. You can buy it online. I use saran wrap, or like whenever I go to the garage sales and people are getting rid of aluminum foil, saran wrap, things like that. Stretch, saran wrap, stretch wrap, that kind of stuff. Same kind of stuff, just smaller. Anyway, I found all kinds of industrial saran wrap, or plastic wrap. So what I like to do is just take it and wrap the bubble wrap. That way it kind of pushes the bubble wrap against the bowl, and you can see it gives it a little extra protection, wraps it up nice and tight. Now, like I said, this bowl is going to go in here, and it's just barely going to fit. That's why I got the cardboard cutouts that I did. So it's going to be a little bit trickier to do this one-handed, holding the camera and this. So all I do is I just take the cardboard, and I'm going to set it, oops, that's why I said it's a little more trickier one-handed. But I'm going to set the cardboard in here just to give it that little extra support. All right, so you're looking at the inside the box. Now I actually did tape down the inserts that I put in there because one-handed I couldn't do this. I set the camera up so you could see inside how easy this is. Let me slide the box over. This is the Instapack. It's really super neat. Don't use this. All right, so you take the Instapack out, and it is just awesome. Now you gotta have your items all ready because this is a fast process. But all you do, and it tells you all the instructions, there's an A and B, and you fold it out like this. Now there's two little capsules inside here, and one of them is going to swell up and pop, and when it pops, it's going to make the other one swell up and pop. But you got to work it, you got to knead it like dough. So anyway, so you push A till you hear a pop, and then you go back and forth, and it's going to slowly swell up. There it is. All right, and smear it out as quick as you can, and set it in your box, and put your item right on top, and hold it. And what that's gonna do is it's gonna, I don't know if you can see it swelling around there, but what this is it's gonna instantly pack this bowl. And it's a very quick process. So I'm just holding it. You see it swelled up around there. Could have been a little bit there. I might put a little padding on this side. But it instantly supported bowl. Now see, that bowl is now packaged on the bottom. Now I'm gonna let it sit for just a little second longer, and I'll take this bowl up there, and you'll see the, well, I could probably do it now if I just do it carefully. There, you can see the indentation that it made, and it's gonna support this. Like I said, I'll probably put just a little bit of paper here since the corner didn't come up on this side right here. So, but that's going to instantly pack this when I put the next one down. Of course, the next one I push down, if I push it down on this, it probably will seal around that, so I'll probably be just fine. All right, so I'm going to start the next process. And then all you do is put the tops down, fold it in, just to kind of let that Instapack seal around that bowl, hold its shape, catch the top. Now, it is a chemical reaction that's causing this to form that instant air, so you may feel a little bit of warmth or heat, but it's not a hot heat. It's not anything that's damaging, like it's not going to ruin anything that's plastic or anything like that. It's got a little warmth to it. Think of it like a nice warm electric blanket on a cozy little Pampered Chef bowl. Okay, that probably ought to do it. So as you can see, it's nice and flat, it's sealed around. So when the customer receives it, they'll take this off. As you can see, it's sealed. Maybe I missed that corner a little bit right there. But as you can see, it's sealed right to the top of this. And that is now super, super secure. Not going to be any issues to that whatsoever. I am confident that that is going to make it where it's got to go. Anyway, I've got a 3-inch tape, the normal 2-inch tape, and eBay tape. You don't need all this. In fact, I probably don't even need a 3-inch tape. I use a 3-inch tape for when I'm using bigger boxes. And honestly, you probably can use, this stuff's cheaper. It's just 2-inch tape. Everybody gets it from anywhere. I buy it in bulk of like 36. Same thing with the 3-inch tape. And think I broke it. I'm sure I didn't. It's very durable. All right. So anyway, back to where I was at. So this 3-inch tape is on a Uline dispenser, and as you can see, it survives pretty good. It's good stuff there. All right, so like I said, everybody packages and wraps differently. I've got a poly mailer. I've got this item right here. Now I can take this and just slide it into the poly mailer. I've already weighed it on my scale. It comes out to 6.8 ounces, 7 ounces. So I can put it in here and I know it's going out at a cheaper rate. You've seen these before. I've talked about these before. These are my suffocation warning label bags. But tell me how professional this looks when you take this, stick that in there like that, and then get a thank you card, which promotes my YouTube channel and eBay store. And I put this in there. It says thank you, just like a poly bag. It's got a little self-removal sticker, and bam, there you go. Now that will just go into a poly bag as such, and seal this one up. Just like that. We're going to weigh it out and throw my trash away. All right, so inside this it was 7 ounces. Add the poly bag, it's now 8 ounces. And all I do is, see, this is the reason why I print off my pages of what's sold, because it gives me the person's name, their zip code, how much they paid for it, what the item is, and I can keep track. A lot of people print labels one at a time, but I bulk print all my labels all at one time. So this one here was the Jofst medical compression socks, and we said what I just said was 8 ounces, 8 ounces. So on my paper, I know you can't see it, but I'll come over to you. So on my paper, I'm gonna put 8 ounces. Now I don't have to measure this because it's going out under priority. It's going first class. It's going to go under, so I don't have to measure that. I just put down 8 ounces. When I put it into the eBay calculations under print bulk, all I got to do is put 8 ounces. I don't have to put in measurements. When you print off labels by themselves, it'll ask you for measurements, but technically you still don't have to put in measurements. You can put 000 because it's under the pound mark. So the next thing I do is I take the glasses so I can read, and I put down the person's initials, and I put down their zip code. And this one's 98229. 98229. Do you live at 98229? All right, another simple little item right here. This one's another one of those. Put in the poly bag, put in a little thank you card, and seal it up, weigh it out, throw away our trash, weigh it up, 6 ounces, 6 ounces, put my glasses back on, put down the initials. This is in W, and this is 27892. 27892. Is that your zip code? Put it over there. That's 2 done. All right, now when it comes to something like this, I will bubble wrap it and I will put it in a box. So let's go ahead and give me an idea of what I need. We're going to be, it's 9 inches by 8 inches, so 10 by 10. I don't, you know, that's something I'm going to order, and I haven't done it yet. But I'm going to order some like 10 by 10 by 4s, 3, 10 by 10 by 3, 10 by 10 by 4, probably around there, and some 12 by 12 by 3 or 4. Because a lot of times like this will fit in a 10 by 10 box, but the ones I have are 10 by 10 by 10. The other thing is, in case you didn't know, you probably have already heard, but if you use a regional rate A box. If you use these are regional rate A boxes. Supposedly somewhere over the next couple of months, maybe by January 2023, the U.S. Postal Service is no longer going to use a regional rate because they're probably losing out money, because you can put items in a regional rate A box. It'll fit into a box like this up to 15 pounds. A regional B box, you can put up to 20 pounds. Anyway, so it's going to cost me a 2-pound rate. The closer they are, it's better. I've mailed stuff up to 15 pounds in a regional rate box that has only gone like a state or so or two over. And because the zones, that's zoning, 1 through 9 is what they call zone, depending on the distance you are from your location, I've actually paid less than a 2-pound rate, and I've sent out up to 15 pounds. So again, this is where I would say, all right, let's use that 3-inch tape. Maybe. All right. So we got this. All right. And like I said, we're going to go ahead and put the cord on top. Now, what I always do is I take my card, but I also have in here somewhere, there they go. I've also got these right here, those stickers. I don't know if you can read that, but it says thank you for your order. And what I'll do is I'll connect it to my sticker and connect it to the thing. So that way it says thank you for my order, got my card, and it just doesn't slough off in the bottom somewhere. All right, so we're going to use some of this bubble wrap and American Bubble Boy bubble wrap. People say that this stuff is very good. If you've ever ordered it, order it. You can use a link. I've got a link, an affiliate link. It's down in the description below. I've heard that it doesn't tear easily. You just saw that. And all the bubbles, they don't have pop bubbles like you do cheap brands. They are solid. And I'm going to tell you, this stuff's great. I don't like this box. I am not liking this box. All right, you know what? Save that box. I'm going to show you how to do this. 10 by 10 by 10 box. All right, get a little closer to me. All right, so what I do once I've got the stuff in there is I basically just take an X-Acto knife and I'm going to come in here to about the height of this and just split it up. Same thing. Go to the height, split up. There's no exact science. No exact science. All right, now this one's just a regular X-Acto knife. I did get like one of these little knife cutters. This one's from Shed Flips from Uline. If you ever watch Uline at Shed Flips, and on the back of it he's got like a little box roller, and basically all that does is go along where you just did that and just scores the box. Try to do it even. I'm trying to do this so the camera can see. You probably can't. All right, let me just go ahead and get this done and out of the way, and I'll show you. Get that stuff out of the way. There we go. Basically, it's just running back. You can still use it. You could use this part, even though just retract the blade and just run the plastic and run it hard right there. It'll do the same thing. It really will. I'm not going to need these extra flaps, so I'm going to go ahead and cut off these extra flaps. It's a waste of box. See, that's why I don't like. That's why I want to get some different size boxes. Just a waste of box. All that room. I will save this for packing. All right, put this on back in here. All right, then basically you just take it and fold it down. Fold it over, fold it over. And now you've just made yourself a 10 by 10 by 4 box, which I wanted in the first place. And this is where the big tape also comes in handy. Not only because you can run it like this. eBay tape. We're going to take eBay tape. we're using eBay. I got this eBay clown tape. I guess we're going to represent. Anyway, so we know this is mail out 3 pounds. They paid for shipping, so we're covered there. So 3 pounds, but it is over the weight, over a pound. So I do have to mail this, and it's going to actually come out to 11 by 11. It's a little over 10. A little over 10 rounded up. 11 by 11 and 4. See, I told you that's what I need is 4. 12 by 12 by 4. 10 by 10 by 4. I'm telling you. Okay. 11 by 11 by 4. 11040. That's the zip code. 11040. Is that your zip code? All right. I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of these wrapped up, and then I guess I'll see you in the morning or tomorrow or in the next video. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.